everybody, and welcome back to TheErinSpace, the little space on the internet where I, Erin, go out and do fun and amazing and exciting things. Sometimes on the weekends, but sometimes like tonight after work on a Wednesday. And tonight's outing and adventure is going to be so much fun, and I'm so excited for it. So we are up at Universal Studios Hollywood on a Wednesday after work, and we're doing something so cool and so fun tonight. It's the 60th anniversary of the tram tour that they do up here that goes through all the back lots and takes you through sets. And they're doing a pass holder sneak preview, and you could sign up for it a few weeks ago, and I signed up for it, and my sneak peek of the 60th anniversary rethemed tram tour is tonight. And I'm here, and I'm about to go on it. But before I went on it, I of course had to check out all the merch at the stores in the front of the park. They are going hard for this 60th anniversary. We had, of course, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. We had backpacks, glasses, mugs. They just had everything themed to the works, and I honestly kind of wanted all of it, especially that teal, like hoodie style sweatshirt I saw with the 60 on it. But yeah. Also, the popcorn bucket. Oh my gosh, they have a actual tram car popcorn bucket. We saw that too. So yeah, they're going hard up here for the 60th. There's signs everywhere, there's merch everywhere, and I'm about to jump on the pass holder preview for said tram tour 60th anniversary. So I am super excited. I'm so glad you found this little piece of the internet called TheErinSpace, because we're about to go do something really cool that not everybody can do yet. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed as much as I am. I'm so excited. I wore my, not Jaws, but Jawas, if you know, you know, shirt for the event, and I'm super excited. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Maybe think about giving the video a thumbs up or hit the cling subscribe. But if you don't want to do those things, that's cool too. Let's go jump on the tour. But of course, before we get in the tram for the 60th anniversary, after hours, I might add, tram tour, we had to do a check-in on the construction of the Fast and the Furious roller coaster and check it out. We have actual construction. Usually we just stand here and look at the dirt. Well, that guy's moving the dirt. They're all moving the dirt. Look at that. We are literally witnessing the construction of what is supposed to be one of the coolest roller coasters ever built. And it has this layer here, and as we know from prior videos, it has the top layer up there. And as always, when we're checking in on the construction, it's literally, the sky could not be any more gorgeous. It's sunset, it's peeking through the clouds. We're just getting some really good pictures of the sky, which I enjoy and love. But yeah, look at that. Construction is moving along. I cannot wait till we come up here one Wednesday night and it's gone full vertical. Like, technically, maybe, is that vertical? Construction followers out there in the theme park universe, chime in on this below in the comments. Is that vertical? I see like cinder blocks and I see a little wooden box, but I want to see pylons. And also I'm going to lose my mind when we see tracks. And when we see tracks connecting the top layer to the bottom layer, forget it. But also look at the sky. Look at the sky. Oh God, I love Universal. Okay, let's go get on the tram. Not for us. It is still open because we have a 7:30 reservation when the tram closes and the park closes at 7. Gotta love a sneak peek pass preview. And we're getting called in for the 7:30 tour. This is so cool. Even though it's the 60th anniversary, we still get these bad boys. 3D. So we're still in 3D. Just, you know, in the past 3D.
Fallon, welcome aboard the world-famous studio tour. I know what you're thinking. Why the tux? Well, we're celebrating our 60th anniversary. That's right, 60 years of glitz, glamour, and our own great white shark. As we celebrate our diamond anniversary today, we'll pay tribute to Universal's past and take you behind the scenes to discover why this studio tour is world famous.
64, the first of our red and white candy-striped Glamour trams, took 67 passengers on a 2-hour driving tour of the Universal lot, and that is how the world-famous studio tour was born. We started with only 2 drivers, 2 guides, and 1 ticket seller working out of a trailer on Lancashire Boulevard. From there, the studio tour expanded with fantastic one-of-a-kind Hollywood elements like the rock slide and the burning house, which were actually in this area of the lot back in the 1970s and 80s. And these ones recently were used to build the show Bel-Air, a revival series of the original 90s sitcom Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And here are stars of it, Jamara Pinks and Ollie Sheraton, to tell you a little bit more. Now, coming up on your left, we do have our very first celebrity sighting of the tour. It's Ted, and he is celebrating because Ted just got his very own TV show that premiered on Peacock back in January. It is a prequel to the original films and is executive produced by UCB and Seth MacFarlane. It films their obstacle courses in our New York Street section. Our metro sets have also been used in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. But the interesting thing is Macaulay Culkin wasn't actually old enough at the time to work.
Behind the scenes, original illustrations from those movie posters, all this stuff. I had an early affection for movie monsters. I was always fascinated by the magic behind making movies, but I fell in love with zombie movies and monster movies as a young kid. My world that I come from is skateboarding and graffiti and comic books. You always have to pay homage to where that art form started. And for me, it started just painting stuff in the street illegally. Tagging billboards and dumpsters. Without that, I never would be here using spray paint like this.
All right, now coming up on your left-hand side, you're going to see sound stages 30 through 30, your belongings, and no flash photography. We don't want to get away in the way of any of the filming going on in here. Let's see. It looks like we have everyone filming in here. Probably takes place in a subway station. We got a bit of set decorating. Set decorating. Set decorating is used to create different areas, change different locations. So as you can see, there's some different San Francisco posters. The far left, it looks like we've got some hair and makeup areas. We've also got my favorite part of any set, Crafty. That's the snacks. This is probably just one of our California treasures. Department, and he's informed me there are absolutely no more sharks in the water.
Oh my God.
color rain. That's because rain doesn't usually show up very well on camera, so we have to add a little extra so that you can see it. Now, it doesn't really rain here very often in LA, so why don't we just all sit back, relax for a second. Maybe close your eyes, listen to the sounds of the rain.
Oh my God.
No. All right, everyone, it looks like there's a flash flood headed directly for us. All right, everyone, a real Boeing 747 that was purchased from an airplane graveyard and destroyed specifically for the making of this film. Now, you might have wondered why the top of it was off. That is because it wouldn't fit under the Los Angeles freeway when it was on its way over here. And when it was time to put it back on, Steven Spielberg said, no, I like it this way. It looks like the aliens came and sucked the top of it off. Now, on your right is a set that has been a highlight here on the lot since our original 1964 studio tour. It's home of Norman Bates from Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller, Psycho. Where guests were able to disembark the tram for a once-in-a-lifetime photo and given the opportunity to interact with characters, vehicles, and props from their favorite productions. And guess what? For our 60th anniversary, we have brought this opportunity back. Now remember, this is a limited stop, so when you're ready to continue the tour, simply follow the signs. You will most likely be boarding a different tram with a brand new studio guide, so just remember to gather all of your personal belongings and your 3D glasses.
So this was the coolest part of the tour. We actually got off the trams and you could walk around, and they had the Universal Studios Glamour Tour trams from the 1960s you could take pictures with. And this was right in front of the Bates Hotel. They had all these props from different movies that you could go up to, check out where they were from. It was just like such a cool experience that really you can't do outside of this 60th anniversary. I got plenty of pictures with the Bates Motel and everything else in this area. And the tram just kept coming through and by as we were there. So you can get a really good view here too of what they look like. They really rethemed them to look like those 1960s. Apparently I couldn't get enough of the Bates Motel sign. But it was awesome. Everybody was just walking around, looking at everything. No one rushed you. You could take as much time as you wanted. You could really go up and just look at everything up close and take as many pictures as you wanted without anybody kind of like rushing you along. It was such a, just a really neat experience. And of course, I mean, we were literally at the Bates Hotel. They had Marion Crane's car there that you could take pictures in front of. And the man, the myth, the legend himself, our star of Psycho, Norman Bates, was out kind of like terrorizing people. And I couldn't escape him. We definitely made eye contact here. He looked back at me. I looked at him and I said, "No, thank you, Norman. Good night, sir. Good night, sir." After you got finished taking pictures or just kind of hanging out with Norman, you walked around the corner, and that's where they had the really large setups for all the pictures with the shark from Jaws. They also had the hand and the setup from King Kong, so it looked like it was actually a piece of the animatronic arm, I think, from one of the original Kongs from the ride. You get your picture with that. They had cars from the Fast and the Furious. It was kind of a little bit chaotic in this area, and the lines were pretty long, but the photo ops were definitely worth the wait. Like I said, we weren't rushed at all. Everybody from the Universal staff was so great in this area, was chilling and vibing. Everyone was on the same page and having a great night. And when you were finished, you just got re-lined up. The Glamour Tour buses came back around, picked us up, and we were on our way back to finish up the tour. Holy cow, we are back from a really fun night. The 60th anniversary retheming of the Universal Studios Hollywood Tram Tour was so stinking cool and fun. I will be honest, at first I was like, nothing's changed, because the first whole part of the tour is just the tour. So you do all the normal stuff. They did add in, though, which has been closed for a while. I haven't seen it since they did the upgrade. They put back in Earthquake. The Earthquake section's back, and it's looking pristine and better than ever. So that was awesome. They had a lot of like fun facts and trivia about the Universal Studios tour over the history of it for the 60 years, which I really appreciated and enjoyed because I'm a film and Universal nerd, so I loved having them sprinkle that in. Jimmy Fallon was in a tuxedo. I don't know that we still even need him, but that's a whole other conversation, but he's in a tux for this. But then I did notice we were coming up through the War of the Worlds and also the Psycho House a different way than we usually do. And I was like, oh, this is like opposite of how we usually come in. And it was because that's where the tram kind of does this circle around, and you park and get off the tram, and they have all these cool props set up for pictures. So it was awesome. I got my picture taken with Psycho. I got my picture taken with Jaws, with King Kong, with they had like some of the actual trams, the like little rethemed cutesy from the olden times trams there you could take your picture with. Hi, Bubba. So yeah, it was awesome. I had such a great night. It's so much fun. It's running pretty much from now through like mid-August, so I definitely want to do it a few more times. I did my seasons pass holder sneak peek after hours, so that was cool too. So my ride started at 7:30. I'd like to go back and do it during the day just to see what that's like too. It was cool at night, but I just want to see what it's like during the day. But when you finished, because mine started at 7:30, it ended at like 9:30, and the park closed at 7. So you were walking out through a completely empty Universal Studios, which is always cool and fun. So I got some great pictures. I hung out with some really cool people everyone was on the same wavelength. We were like, yeah, we can't wait to see the 60th anniversary tram tour. So everybody was just chit-chatting with each other, and it was a good deal. It was a good vibe. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. If you're going to be in town between now and mid-August, go check out the 60th anniversary edition of the studio tour. You will not be disappointed. And as always, I will catch you in the ErinSpace. Oh, bye. Also, my shirt was a big hit. Everybody liked my shirt, my Jawas shirt. Okay, bye.